What's going on, everybody? So today's video, I got Dan from the channel Scented Waters, and this is actually going to be an interview. So this is the types of videos that I try to interview fellow content creators from the fragrance community, and Dan actually says, why the hell not? So Dan, okay, so these questions are all the same for every single video.
Right.
Some of the questions will overlap, so they might intertwine with some of your answers as well. And sometimes depending on your answer, I will throw out another question that might relate to it, okay?
All right.
So, question number one, this is a easy one. What does Scented Waters mean?
Scented Waters. To be honest, I actually got the name from watching Scent Sense, Joshua from Scent Sense. I think he was going on a fragrant or something, and he said at the end, like not at the end of the video, but he said, it's just Scented Water, guys. And I said, you know what? That's actually not a bad name, so hey, it's Scented Waters, it is.
That's one of his what grinds my gears videos.
I think that's probably what it was, and,
yeah.
And I thanked him for it too. I said, hey dude, I used you as inspiration for the name. So
see, I thought it would have been like, you know, because you live in Florida, Florida is synonymous with warm weather, but also like Miami Beach.
We can use that too. I mean, even West Palm, we're full of beaches too. So I mean,
okay.
I'm surrounded by water. Can't
so
get
you're living on by the ocean then?
We're like literally 15 minutes away from the water.
Okay, did not know that. I thought you were like more inland. All right. No. Question number two: what fragrance got you hooked?
Fragrance that got me hooked. I would say it was Burberry Touch, which is the first fragrance that I bought with my own hard-earned money. And it was for prom, actually. I mean,
it's an old school fragrance.
Yeah, I mean, what, 2003 is when I bought it from Lord & Taylor, full retail. I didn't know anything about discounters or anything like that, but that has been in my collection ever since, and that's what got me hooked. I mean,
all right, so question number three. What is your all-time favorite fragrance for men and women?
Oh, man, all-time favorite. All right, now, if you watch my channel, you probably know the answer to that. For men, at least for me, is Pineapple Vintage Intense, which is an off-take from Creed's Aventus.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know, the little twist of the extra pineapple in it just has it for me. But for women, which is the fragrance that I wear, but my girl wears, is Juicy Couture Gold Couture.
Okay.
It's a gold bottle. It's just sweet, delicious. I love the smell of it on her. It's lasts all day. Just want to grab it and eat it.
Is that a heavy fragrance? I'm not familiar with the brand, that's why.
Is it heavy? It's heavy if you overspray it, and it's heavy at the beginning. It smells heavy, okay. But it's very alluring. It's very sensual.
All right.
It's good. So
question number four. What is your all-time least favorite fragrance for both genders?
Least favorite.
Some of these questions might be a little bit difficult for you to answer.
That one's going to be very difficult because I'm not saying that I'm easily impressed or I like almost everything, but I don't know. It's really Fahrenheit would be my least favorite as of right now because I'm not a big fan of the gasoline smell.
I hear you on that one.
I mean, for women, anything that smells like mothballs or old, it's kind of hard to pinpoint. I mean, that classic old lady vibe smell, I really can't stand those heavy tuberose scents.
Have you smelled Gucci?
That new one?
Yeah. The
one in that greenish look.
Yeah.
No, I haven't smelled it.
Genderless.
That's what I hear, man. It makes me not want to smell it just because of the marketing for it.
The PC bullshit?
Yeah, the PC bullshit. I mean, I really hate that. And then I saw your take on it. I see other people's take. Some people like it. I think Chris from Casual Fragrances.
Okay.
I think he likes it, but it doesn't catch my attention.
Yeah, on that one. I understand. All right, so back to the questions. Question number five. What is your first niche purchase?
First niche purchase. I think it was Green Irish Tweed.
Amazing fragrance, by the way. And
that one was a complete blind buy. I heard that it smelled like Cool Water. I smelled Cool Water, but I think it was like in my youth and all. But everybody was great raving about it, and I said, you know what, I need to buy it. It wasn't full retail. It was off of FragranceNet.com, but that was my first blind buy, and I do not regret it. It works.
It's an amazing fragrance.
My girlfriend loves it.
It's been out for like 35 years, and it's
1985.
Yeah, so 34 years.
Great
We're going on 35 years.
Great year.
And it's still a modern day classic.
I love it. I love it. And it's almost like Creed Aventus, where it gets cloned a lot or it gets interpreted a lot.
Yeah.
And not as much, but it's dope. It's awesome.
All right. So how big is the collection? How many bottles you got?
It's nothing like Redolescence. It's nothing like it's nothing like Carlos or anything like that. Mine, I'd say, is pushing the 230 mark.
Okay, so you probably got a little bit more than I do.
Probably. I mean, that's mind you. I have a lot of clones.
Okay.
A lot of
Hey,
clones.
it's still a bottle, man.
Yeah, it's still a bottle. That's not including decants or anything. So
Okay. So question number 7. What is the most expensive purchase you made, and what fragrance is it? Now, I'm just gonna put it out there. If you state how much it is, would the lady be mad?
no,
Okay. All right.
because she's the one that bought it.
Oh.
She's the one that bought it. I mean, I don't know if that's kind of cheating, but because I bought
It kind of is.
It kind of is, but she bought it, and then I bought another one after that of the same brand. So yes, 295. Well, that was the Parfums de Marly,
Ooh.
Leighton. That's what I bought because she bought Pegasus for me for my birthday, and I smelled Leighton. I wanted to get that one instead because I heard of all the hype. Buck was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it, and I went to go smell it, and I smelled it. I said, "No, what's the point of this?" And then I got home and I smelled the tester that I had it on. I said, "Oh shit, this actually smells pretty damn good." So I went back and bought that one as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So question number 8. How long have you been doing this? So let's say we'll say YouTube, but also just being watching, if you will.
Watching, I've been watching for going on 3 years, and just like most newer reviewers, or that started around the time that I started with watching Jeremy Fragrance. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
All right.
we all know the crap going around with him. I'm not gonna say I'm for it or against what he does, whatever. But how long I've been doing YouTube? A little bit over a year. I think a year and a half going on now, and
Okay.
it's been fun ever since.
Well, you said Jeremy got you into this community,
Yeah.
so you just answered one of the questions.
Okay.
All right. Let me see where I'm here.
But he's not the only person.
All right. So, are there any business ventures that you would be open to if a company were to approach you?
Company were to approach me. To be honest, yeah. I mean, I'm about my money, but at the same time, I'm also about keeping an honest review. I mean, if someone comes to me and say, "Hey, can you not promote? Can you review our stuff, and we'll send it to you for free, or we'll pay you for it?" But my stipulation has got to be an honest review. I mean, I know everybody says that, you're gonna believe it or not, but for me, if they want to work with me, just know that I'm either gonna like it or not. I am a big fan of certain houses, but there's a lot of them fragrances that I just don't care for, and I'll tell you, I really don't care for them.
Okay.
So if someone were to come to me, they got to know that, hey, it's gonna be honest.
All right. I'm going to add this one to it. Now, because of like your content, I'm not saying a good chunk of it, but you've done a lot of videos on clone houses.
Yeah.
So out of the you've done Alexandria, Parfum Vintage. Have you done Dua?
Yes, I've done Dua.
Okay. What other ones are there?
Fragranza. What else? Zoa
Okay.
Aroma.
Now, out of all those brands that reached out to you, which one is your favorite then?
Oof. As of right now, I would say just because they helped. I wouldn't say help me out, but they were more welcoming at the beginning when I just started. I would say Alexandria, and Parfums Vintage would be a close second. One more company that I worked with, Central Obsessions. The great guy Kevin.
Okay. All right. So,
Shout him out.
if a company were to approach you and ask you to create a scent, what would you call it? Would it be designer, niche, or indie?
These nuts. I'd love to call it these nuts, to be honest. But
I don't know about that one.
I don't know if it's gonna fly or not. But
Well, would it have a nutty vibe to it?
hey,
like
maybe
a
hazelnut. There you go. Hazelnut, almond. Hey,
we just filled that one.
these nuts. Hey, there you go. What would it be called? You know, that's just so you know. I didn't look at any of these questions before, so this is off top. What would it be called? Scent waters out. I wouldn't. DNA. I'd call it DNA because of my name. Like Dan, last name Nazisto, Aroma. I think that would, because me and my girl actually talked about that. It would be like a DNA brand. Maybe I'm putting myself out there way too early, but hey, that's what it is.
Hey, well, that's interesting. All right, so name 3 guys that you would like to work with in the community, like in person, though.
In person, jeez. Man, that's a tough question, man. That's
Keep you on your toes.
now mainly just for the fact that it's in order of the people that I spoke to when I started this, because there are other top reviewers, whatever. But the ones that I've had in contact with, I'm already here with you, so that's
Okay.
that's out of the picture. But you're still in the picture, but I would say Joshua from Sense. Who else? Buck from Big Beard Business. Y'all know who that is.
Who unfortunately couldn't be with us today.
And in order still, who else? Who reach out to? Cam from Carolina. See, but I already worked with him, so is that unfair?
But you didn't work with him in person.
In
though.
person, okay.
This is in person.
In person. Carolina Fragrance Reviews.
Okay. Who have you met in person, though?
In person, okay. You, Carlos, Scent Bubbles, Beauty Meow, I already said Carlos, Buck, Miami Cuddles. That's it. I think those are the only reviews that I've met. And when I met those guys, they were at the Osme Perfumery here in Miami as well during an event. So, honestly, outside of that, you.
All right. So next question: name 3 reviewers that you wish that you would like to work with that have retired.
You know what, dude? There's a few guys that I haven't seen in a while. I wouldn't say that they're retired, but it's kind of hard to say because I haven't been watching for a long time. It's been watching for 3 years, so I don't know who's really gone and left because it's a heavily saturated community.
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
It's really kind of hard. Can we come back to that one?
Okay.
Let's
And if
come
you
back.
can't answer it, you can't answer it.
It's not that I can't. It's just like there is someone there. It's just I can't remember his name.
All right. Okay. So what is the best between the 3? English, French, or Italian perfumery, and
Shit.
why?
I would say French as of right now because the ones that have been really catching my attention and have been more on the gourmandish, heavier side, and majority of the ones that I've noticed have been French. What's Xerjoff?
Xerjoff would be considered Italian, I
Italian.
believe, but
That's not the one I was talking about.
But they produce their products in Spain, from what I'm told.
Alright, so Byron Parfums is out of France, I think, and I enjoy his scents a lot. There's one in particular that I didn't really care for as much, but the quality's there. That one I like a lot. I'm not really into. If you were to watch my reviews, I don't really go into like the actual perfumers. Maybe I should, and like where they came from, where their inspirations are, and what country they're in. But that being said, I think the only one off the top of my head would be Byron Parfums, which came out of France.
Okay. If you could only stick to one company, one fragrance company, what would it be, and why?
Would it have to be an actual brand, not a clone house?
Yeah.
Not a clone house. As of right now, I'd say Parfums de Marly because they make majority of the heavier scents that I like. I like fresh scents, but their scents are just heavy and have a heavy base and have lasting power. Not that lasting power is always what it needs to be in the fragrance, but I don't know, something about the boldness of their fragrances that I enjoy.
Okay. All right. Name 3 channels that you watch and never miss a video, or hardly miss a video.
That's gonna be hard to say because I watch almost everybody. Like I find a way, even when I'm taking a shit, I'm watching somebody. When I'm in the attic doing
Too much information, buddy.
dude, I watch everybody. Man. I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, all right, Sebastian, I watch all of his hit Fragrance Journey. He's my boy. I watch every single one of his videos. A lot of the smaller channels. I know the bigger channels. Cam, Mike, 5286. I know you said 3, but damn, I mean, it's really hard to say. I watch everybody that I follow. I always comment on their videos.
Okay.
Majority of the time.
The best thing about being on YouTube.
You know what? Meeting new people, to be honest. Finding out other people's likes and dislikes. I might love a fragrance and someone else completely trashes it, but honestly, I like that diversity. I like diversity in it. I mean, I just hate the bullshit that comes with it of
Yes.
people bitching about oh, it's not this quality, so you're a piece of shit or whatever. No. I like the diversity in the community when everybody respects each other. I love that shit.
No, I understand. I've been around and I've seen a lot. Okay, so we're almost coming to the end. Have you been noticed on the street
Nope.
or on the public?
No one knows me. I'm nobody. I'm nobody down here. To be honest, it is what it is. And you know what? Especially it's not a problem for me, and I actually like, because I'm a family man first. Sometimes you might see me not do a video for a while. If I do, it's probably old videos that I put up, because when I'm with my family, it's our time. So if I'm out in the street and someone's always saying, "Hey, I know you're here, I know you're here," at first it might be cool, but if I'm with my family, I'm not.
So you will be noticed eventually. How do you think you're going to be?
I'm probably cheesing from ear to ear. I'm not gonna lie. Let me say, man, what's up, man? I appreciate it.
It's an odd feeling.
You know what? Not in the streets, but when I went to Osme Perfumery, there were a few people that did recognize me there, which felt great. Which honestly, I was humbled, and was like, you know me, I'm nobody. Like I think one of the guys' name is Sebastian. He came up, he said, "Man, I've seen your stuff." So shit, really? I didn't know how to really respond, because who's really watching me? I know I have subscribers, but it's all numbers right about now. I'm just doing it for the fun.
That's cool. Okay, and the last question. What is the most proudest or funnest video you've done to date?
Oh, man. Most fun video. It was one I did with my girlfriend sat there. I think she told me her top 10 favorite scents. It was not my opinion, it was her opinion, hearing what she thought about it, which honestly I need to have her back on. It's been over a year since I've had her on my channel.
And she's a very attractive young lady,
yes,
if I may say.
Mm-hmm.
I say that with respect, mademoiselle.
Man, he's nothing but respectful, man.
But, you know, the guys who watch, they like a woman's perspective.
And so do I. I love it when you have your wife on the channel. When
she adds a lot of class to the video.
I haven't met her yet, but just through the video, they're like total opposites on you
personality
know who,
wise. Personality wise.
She's like she gives you the eye, like really, dude.
Behave yourself.
But that's how it is at my house too. I mean, we're both goofballs, but at the same time, I'm more of the goofball. I'm making an ass out of myself, and she was like, just look at me like,
you know, it's hard for men to mature.
That's never gonna happen with me. Ask my kids.
You know how they say that God, we say Father God and all that kind of stuff? Makes you wonder how, like, if there is a female God, if she's like, oh my God.
I'm sure she already walked out, packed bags, and left out of here.
So, I guess that's it, Dan.
And let me apologize. I know I'm cursing a lot here. I don't curse on my channel just because I know my audience is... Not that my audience is full of younger people, it's just my kids. I know my kids watch my channel, and I don't curse around my kids.
Just don't show them this video.
And they're not gonna watch it. They're gonna watch it, but they already know that I slip up every now and then. But on my channel, I try to keep it as PG because their friends watch it too. So.
And on my channel, anything goes pretty much.
And just let you know, I swear like a sailor. I say every single word.
That's why you and I will get along off camera.
So far, we've been doing good, man.
All right, thank you very much, Dan, for doing the video. I
My
appreciate
pleasure,
it.
man.
So, guys, make sure to check out Dan. All his information will be down below. He's on YouTube, or you're on Instagram as well, right?
Instagram, Facebook. I just don't post it on YouTube much, but maybe I should because I post a lot of stupid shit on Instagram as well.
Okay, well, he does post a lot of stuff on his Facebook. You got a messed up sense of humor, just like myself. That's why we get along. So, guys, make sure to check him out. We thank you for your time. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.
Later.